Wow. Okay, so what's good, y'all? It is January 22nd, 2025. I shouldn't be driving and recording, but I ain't got a whole lot of time, and so it's like in between me doing my Lyft and Uber, my gig economy stuff, doing my Instacarts, and then going to the gym, going home, cooking, and then heading to my job. Like, I just don't have a whole lot of time. I probably could fit a little bit of time in there to like stop and record, but I was like, you know what? Today I might not be able to, so let me just go on ahead and record as I drive. Probably not the best idea, but it is what it is. And I'm really upset because I just was recording a video and I realized I actually wasn't recording the video like I thought I was. But it is what it is, whatever. Today was a productive day. On the Instacart or on the gig economy stuff, it was actually really quality. I got up and started driving at 5:15 this morning. That's when I picked up my first Lyft. I think it was an Uber ride, actually, an Uber ride. So I did that. I had a Lyft ride right after. Then I went back to Uber. I did mostly Uber rides, but I had a few Lyft rides after. I think in total I did about 8 rides, and then 7 rides, somewhere around there. And then I did 2 Instacart orders. I was done by 11:30 roughly. So 5:15 is when I left the house. I was done by 11:30. Went back to the house and ate some food because I hadn't eaten any breakfast or anything. So it was time for me to eat. I ate. I did place a trade on UJ from my phone. I actually need to see how that's going, but last time I checked, I was up because I went for a buy. Just the way the market was looking, the way the candlesticks were forming, it looked like it was time for me to go bullish. And plus, I had already entered on some trades last week, bullish trades, when the market wasn't ready. And I felt like, okay, you know what? I seen the signs showing me that the market was actually ready to go bullish, and so it was time for me to execute, and I executed on that. And I'm pretty sure I'm still in profit because I have my alerts set on my trading view, and I haven't got any alerts saying that I've come back to break even or anything. So I'm pretty sure I'm back in the profit, or still in profit, which is cool. Had a good workout at the gym, and now I am headed into the gig, the actual 8-hour job. And so we'll see how this goes. But it's been a productive day so far, and so y'all know that I just get on here and I just speak my mind. Whatever's coming to mind at the time is what I'm gonna do. Specifically right now, until I have done this enough and I've gotten comfortable and it's like, you know what, I start really planning some stuff out. But what's on my mind right now? I don't know. I was talking to this lady. It was a passenger I had earlier today. It was an older woman, and we're talking about just like high school, the past, essentially. And she was mentioning how there were things that she wished she would have done. If she could go back in time, she would redo. And she's like, probably, I mean, I'm gonna guess that she was in her late 60s, early 70s, somewhere around there. You know, a little older than me, a lot older than me, but either way, she was saying like, oh, you're so young, you know, you got your whole life to live still. And I'm damn near 40. I'm 37. And so, like, to me, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time. I feel like I'm not young anymore. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm not old. I don't know if you consider this middle age, damn near, but I'm definitely that. Like, I don't feel old, but I don't feel young either. And I only don't feel young when I like look at other young people. Like, someone who's 21 right now, they look young as hell to me. Like, I'm like, oh wow, you damn near look like a baby. So to me, I don't feel like I look that age, or I don't feel that age. But, and I say that knowing that I work out on a regular basis. I eat relatively healthy. Like, I stay away from junk food for the most part. I don't drink sodas or juices, really. I drink a lot of water. Now, I do get my alcohol consumption in. I'm not gonna act like I don't drink alcohol. I'll have a glass of wine, and then I like my Baileys. I love my Baileys, so I have Baileys. Have a nice little cocktail here and there, but I probably drink a little more than I should, because I have, like, I say maybe 5 drinks a week, and that may not sound like a lot to someone who's really an alcoholic or some shit, but to me, That's a lot of drinking. I don't need to drink once a day. Like I don't need to. But I feel like at the end of the night, like I'll go home, and especially when I'm cooking and stuff. When I'm cooking, I like to like feel a little buzz when I'm cooking. I don't know why, but I enjoy that. And I guess there's nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, in my mind, I just feel like I don't need to do it. Like it's pointless. It's really it's not necessary. It's just I enjoy the feeling, and so I go and just like, you know, get a drink just for the enjoyment. But I didn't got sidetracked, and let me continue my story. So the lady's talking about all the stuff that she wished she could have done when she was in high school, and it made me think about like, damn, you know what? There's definitely some things that I regret not doing when I was in school, and in my early 20s and stuff. So if there's anything that if there's ever a person who's watching this video who's still like in high school or in middle school, going into high school, or shit, you just graduated high school and you're in college, or maybe you didn't go to college, but you're like in the workforce, you just gotta go for shit. Just go for it. Whatever's on your mind, if you think it, do it. Execute on it, because what you don't want to do is get old and start thinking about all the shit that you could have done, what you should have done differently, where you would be right now had you continued doing one thing, and so on and so forth, because you can't go back in time, and you're gonna have all these regrets, and it's gonna like wear you down. It's gonna be like, damn, stress you out at times, and you don't want to be that person. You wanna now you're not gonna be able to do every single thing that you think of or that you want to do, but you can always attempt to do, especially you prioritize, like put certain things as you're like, okay, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then just go through the list. Start obviously with the top choice and just go for it. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But then you go to number 2, and if that doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least you attempt it. And then if you're really good at something, if you get good at something, just continue, keep going, keep grinding, keep working, and watch how it pays off in the end. Because for me, the things that I regret are things that I know I was good at, and I know that I could have monetized and made a shit ton of money from, but for whatever reason, and I always say for whatever reason, but the reality is life just hit and it took me out the game. But if I didn't allow for life to just hit, it could take control over my actions, and I took control over my actions, and took life by the horns and just dragged that mother uffer. I wanted to cuss, but like, I'm trying to keep it clean, as clean as possible. I've already said the S word, and so I'm not trying to use the F word for sure. But I know I could have been at a certain place in life had I just continued. And that thing is music. Like I started making beats when I was like 14. I started writing songs and poems and things of that nature before then. Like I was in middle school, I think, when I started writing songs and raps and poems and stuff. And actually elementary when I started writing poems. So poems first, then songs and raps, and then I started making beats when I was like 14. And I got really good at it. I got really good at making beats. I started out kind of trash at writing songs. I got pretty good at that. And then I had a baby. I had a daughter. And in my mind, I felt like I needed to be there. I mean, and I did need to be there for my daughter, but I felt like in order to be there, I had to quit making music and focus on other ventures. So then I started looking into online marketing, and I got into affiliate marketing and trying to make money online. Chasing money, essentially, is really what I fell victim to, is just really just going after money. Not chasing anything that I was passionate about, not anything meaningful necessarily. It was just like, okay, you can make money doing this, let me go for it. And in the end, I can't say I turned out happier because of it. I was at some of my happiest moments were when I was in the studio, when I was creating, when I was being creative, and I was around other creative people. Some of my happiest moments were those moments. I'm not gonna say that that's all of my happy moments, but some of my happiest moments were for sure those moments where I was being creative, and I was in the studio writing, and I'm writing with my homeboys, and we bouncing ideas off of each other and all of that stuff. were some of my most memorable moments. And so that's one of the big things I regret, is not continuing with my music. I tend to always try things, and that's been a habit of mine. Is like, okay, I'll try stuff. Like if I think it, I do it most of the time. My issue is I haven't stayed consistent enough to actually see those actions come to fruition and be fruitful and come and become something that I can look back and say, you know what, damn, I really did that. Like a lot of times what happens is I quit midway through, I pivot and move to a different opportunity or something, and it's like, you know what, that's what got me in the position that I'm in now, is because I would pivot too much. I wouldn't see things all the way through like I needed to. So my advice to anyone younger, and you ain't got to be younger, shit, you could be my age, 37, you could be older, you could be 50, you could be 20, in your 20s, you can be whatever, 60 something, and you still have the ability, as long as you're breathing life, you're breathing air into this world, air into your lungs. If you got a breath, then you can make a change and you can do some things that you want to do. If you set your mind to it, you can really do it. So all that, oh, it's too late, I can't do, because I thought about, so I got a guy I work with, and he's trying to get me to make a song with him. Initially I'm thinking, you know, like, I'm over the music stuff. Like, I haven't really made a beat, I haven't wrote a verse in what, 6 years or something like that. And it's like, I'm so focused on this trading stuff and looking to make that a full-time career and something that I can educate other people about and on. But at the same time, this is something that I love to do. Like, what else am I gonna, in my spare time, when I have time available to me, I'm not trying to be watching Netflix and stuff. I'm not trying to be watching Tubi, although I did watch a Tubi movie last night. Like, I can be, instead of doing that for enjoyment, I can be writing music for enjoyment. I can be writing a verse. I can be, I can't make a beat right now because I don't have the equipment in order to do that. So I can't do that, but I can be doing something that I actually enjoy, that's actually productive at the same time, rather than just consuming content. And I think a lot of times we get caught up in consuming content because it's so easy to do. You turn on your phone, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's Snapchat. It's like all of these different apps. There's YouTube that you can just get consumed in, because there's a lot of good content out there. A lot of people are putting out funny stuff, entertaining stuff, educational and informative things. And it's like, damn, you can spend literally an entire day just consuming content nonstop. And I'm kind of over that. Like, I've been through like my phases of just like scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on Instagram or I haven't scrolled on Facebook in a while, actually. Like, for real, I haven't really scrolled on Facebook in a long time. Or looking at Snapchat videos and shit. Like, you can really just get caught up in that. And I've had those phases, and it's like, you know what? I'm tired of like giving other people my attention. I need to be giving myself my attention, all of my attention, most of my attention. And so what that means is like improving myself in all different areas of my life. And that's really what I'm on. I've been on that, but I've deterred from that at some point over the last couple of years, because I'd be focused on trading, but then I messed up my credit. And that's something that I wouldn't have done a few years ago, because I was so prideful about the fact that I had already had bad credit to begin with in my 20s. And then I worked my tail off to actually get my credit in a position, or get myself in a position to where I had quality credit and was able to get all of these different things and stuff off of that credit. And I should have utilized it in the proper way in order to still, for one, have the credit that I had then, and then also multiply my income based on using that credit as leverage to generate more income. I didn't do that because I wasn't focused on myself. I was out here doing other things that I shouldn't have been doing. And when I say that, I mainly mean like, I'm in a whole relationship, but I was still chasing women and stuff, like dumb shit. And so that got me into the position I'm in now. But you know, it is what it is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let me go ahead, back it up. Oh, go around. But yeah, that got me into the position I'm in now. and it's all about getting out of that position now, which I'm gonna do. I ain't even concerned about it. I'm concerned about it, but I'm not really concerned about it. And when I say that, I mean, like, I know my work ethic. I know the intelligence that I have, or the knowledge that I have up here. The information is there. Like, I have the information, I have the work ethic, I have everything I need to get out of this position and get myself in the position I need to get to in life. It's just a matter of execution. And so that's where I'm at with it. And that was the conversation I was having with the lady earlier today. Is just about regrets, things that we wish we could have done better or differently, and moving forward from that. And we still have time to actually do the things that we want to do today. So my words of advice for you, if you're watching this video and you happen to catch this message, regardless of if you see it today or if you see it in 10 years from now, the message still stands that don't have these regrets. If you think it, do it. Like, seriously, just going ahead and put into action, make it happen. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Deuces.